woke up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet, that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way, that this is a very special day. Up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet, that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way, that this is a very special day.
Very special day it is. It's a terrific Thursday. That means my partner, my co-host this morning is Justin Green, our mayor of the city of Salem. Good morning, Mayor.
Good morning. Good morning.
Happy Thursday.
It's Thursday already.
What a beautiful morning here, right?
It is.
So we're a little chillier.
Okay though.
Yeah.
Not bad.
No, actually it's kind of refreshing, isn't it?
A little. Let's not use crisp, but yeah, it's fine.
Is that too close? Is that treading on the fall?
You're flirting with that winter term.
We can't.
So let's back off.
We got to be very careful. We have to use our words wisely. Because they're people are very sensitive about this. Summer people do not want to give it up. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then the fall people are like, come on, let's chomping at the bit here. Let's get some pumpkin spice going.
Yeah. True enough.
Yeah, it is. We're borderline right here, but. Mother Nature, she's slow playing us because she loves to do this. This is where we feel a little bit cooler, and then wait till next week. Game on. We're back to the 90s, and
so somewhat of a tease.
Yeah, she's teasing us. Yeah, it's not. Remember we were talking about that the other day. It's not right to fool Mother Nature. Remember that one? She's fooling us
when the tables are turned.
Oh, how they turn.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, it is actually, and I think we're supposed to get like an eclipse tonight, so that's going to be fun. Anybody following that, it should be fun. Right. A little bit of that, and if you look right now, the moon is out, absolutely gorgeous, and with those clouds, it was absolutely beautiful morning this morning, and they're going to burn off, and we'll get the sun out and have a beautiful day. And we got rain last night.
A little bit.
I didn't hear it.
I did. I was up, I think it was around the midnight hour. I heard it, but it was light rain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good. So we don't have to water, which I was hoping. Because I didn't water anything, so I thought, I hope it does. So good. So I knew it did, but I wasn't 100% sure on that. Yeah. So I had no proof that it had rained last night. So.
Right.
All right. Let's thank our sponsors this morning, Mayor.
Please want to thank Mediview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rosa's, Fox Perley Wealth Management, Mosier Family Chiropractic Center, Holiday World, Skyline Suites, Schnick Hospital, and Temple & Temple.
All right, thank you to our great sponsors, and I do want to say they are saying that I couldn't talk about it much. I've really been, it really has got me, Dolly Parton passing, and I think there's a lot of people that it affected. A lot of people loved her, and she brought a energy, she brought love, she brought compassion, she brought understanding, and also being able to let others be themselves. Like,
Sure.
she didn't judge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel
Very
like
genuine.
very genuine.
And a lot of people did gravitate towards that.
Yeah, I think that was refreshing. And, and as an entertainer, she always said that she didn't, get involved in politics. She didn't want to do that. She felt, I'm here to entertain. I'm not here to give my opinion. So I really appreciated that. So sadly missed, but anyway, I think her memories will live on, and all of the great things that she has done in the past will continue going.
Absolutely.
So I couldn't hardly talk about it yesterday. I was like, I get too choked up, but I did get a chance to hang out with her in Nashville, and she's just everything, her energy, and then she gave me I got a baking box. I've never opened it, so I don't know whether to open it now, you know what I mean, and then her skillet, and all of that stuff, so, because she did some cooking. She did a little bit of everything. So, but she did it well. Whatever she did well. So anyway, so that's in the news. And then also locally, there has been some talk that Canton Christian Church caught on fire last night. So we're going to find out a little bit more about that. Don't want to start any rumors. Just for anybody that I've had a lot of people asking me about it, so we are investigating right now. So anyway, so as we speak. So, and of course we know as our community is, and in our county, we know that it's if one hurts, we all hurt.
Sure.
So I feel like so hopefully that was just a little fire or something like that. So we shall see. And I did have, and this is cool, Mount Hebron Church out here put in a new bell tower, and it was really cool to watch it. And this bell tower was, I think it was like 500 pounds. Yeah, that's.
Oh, sure, I bet.
And it might have been more than that. Might have been more than that. But they had to get it with a crane to go up. And I love the tradition. That's one thing. Their tradition. I love everybody's different traditions, but that's one thing that they do is they ring the bell tower like right before the service, and there was a lady that said she missed it, because she always heard that and knew that it was time for church to get ready to start. So they it took a little bit of a lot of work, but they got that bell tower up, and it was really cool to watch that crane take it up, and a lot of good people, men that were doing this, and then they had to put the top of it on the tower. It was a whole ordeal. Yeah. So, nice. But done well.
Good.
So, and I love that they continued the tradition. All right. Speaking of that, we're on to the 27th day of August. Today is the Duchess Who Wasn't Day, and it shows Shrek's wife, Fiona.
Okay.
The Duchess Who Wasn't Day.
Was not.
I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Just Because Day.
Oh.
Remember, probably more so when we were younger. I don't know. Just because. Just because.
Just because. That's right.
Just because,
Yeah, leave it at that.
Yeah, you're not going to get an answer just because.
No more.
Just Because Day. Kiss Me Day.
Okay.
All right, there you go. National Banana Lovers Day. Do you love bananas?
In a certain dish, maybe.
I know.
And banana pudding. Gosh.
Banana split.
Banana split. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
That'd be all right.
Yeah. Banana bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I can see there's a lot of sugar whenever you're talking banana, right?
Probably.
Chocolate covered banana.
Right.
Yeah. Those are good.
Yeah.
Really good, yeah. Ooh, National Burger Day. Bring it on. McDonald's, right? Yeah. I'm loving it. Making those burgers and...
Right.
Do you like a burger?
Oh, haven't found one yet I didn't like.
You like everything on your burger, or are you just a...
No.
Okay, here it comes.
You're right.
Just plain.
No. I mean, there's a system of a correct burger.
Okay. I love this, because you are the chef.
Well, there's, certain theories there, but I'm not a lettuce person on a burger. Don't care for that.
Okay.
And if it is not a homegrown garden tomato, take that off.
Yeah.
Throw it in the trash. That's not going to happen.
You know what? I'm kind of like that too.
Okay.
I'm a kind of a tomato snob on that. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I know. Well, when you've had the homegrown and you've had the good, it's hard to.
It's hard. You can't. Yeah.
I know.
Substitute.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And and an onion, red onion, a little mayo.
Oh.
Pepper jack cheese.
Yeah. Oh, you're kicking it up a notch.
Well,
Look at that. Yeah. Now, do you like to use, if you fix yours at home, do you grill like on the or like on the what do you call it, the charcoal, or do you use
gas?
Yeah.
Gas grill. Yeah.
I think that because I think the charcoal is like the best probably, but it takes so much longer.
Yeah.
And time-wise, well, the gas is cheapest, quicker.
Sure. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm with you on that. Let's see here. National. It's called Pâtes de Crème Day. It says special dessert. I don't know if I know it.
I don't know what that is. Yeah.
Tarzan Day. I love Tarzan. Did you ever watch the old Tarzan?
Very rarely, and I can't.
Oh.
Was that that wasn't a Saturday morning? No, I don't think so.
I think it was like Sundays or anything.
Yeah, it was an off time. Yeah.
Well, my dad was a huge Tarzan fan, so we grew up loving Tarzan. Okay, and it's anytime. And the fun part about Tarzan, the old Tarzan, whenever he would get in the water and he'd go to fight the alligator or go to wrestle the alligator, like they did it fast motion, like you know what I mean, full speed, like.
Yeah, super fast.
Yes. And I'm going to say his name wrong. I know I am. Johnny Weisenheimer. Here, I know that's not right. I know. Everybody's like screaming at the radio right now. I don't want to say his name. But he was the best. He was the best Tarzan. Because they would sometimes substitute other Tarzans.
Right.
And, that guy was the best. And he was fantastic. And, of course, so I grew up, and then, of course, now you had Disney that made Tarzan. Disney did Tarzan.
Yeah, that's true.
There's been 2 or 3 different Tarzans. The cartoon, the actual movie, which I love. I'm a huge fan of, and I love the whole thought of it. Whether it could be true or not, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. And let's talk about Carol Burnett.
Yeah.
How wonderful did she?
All right.
She could do the Tarzan, scream, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Can you do it?
No, and I'm not going to try. Let's just forget that.
What if you greeted the city of Salem every morning with the Tarzan?
some megaphone.
Going in the jungle. We're going in deep, boys and girls.
Right. Yeah. That, you know what? Day 3, that'd be over.
Can you imagine?
I suspect that would run its course quick.
Yeah. Instead of ringing the bell, like to tell them church is ready, they just do the Tarzan scream, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So Tarzan, that makes me want to watch the movie now. I do love Tarzan. So there we go. And I like the whole concept of how he hangs out with the gorillas and raised by the gorillas, and it's kind of a cool concept of it all. Yeah. Whether it could actually happen, I don't know. It's kind of fantasy, but kind of fun. Thoughtful Thursday.
Oh, okay.
And that's just when you're like really just thinking. Do you ever have those days where you just stop and ponder and think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, gosh.
Then the phone, then you got to take a phone call.
Right. Yeah. Move on.
Right.
Yeah. Don't last long.
I think sometimes that, and I always like to bring it, in leadership, in anything, it's always nice to just give a reminder. I feel like there's so much thought process going into leadership or anyone making decisions. And I think sometimes people forget that. There's reasons, my dad would always say there's a method to this madness, you know what I mean?
Certainly.
And I think sometimes that people don't realize all the thought and all of the trying to make it the best decisions for a situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there is a lot of thoughtful that goes into it. It's Thoughtful Thursday. I think there's a lot of thought that goes into making decisions that sometimes people don't realize,
Absolutely.
Yeah. And sometimes we don't give enough credit to that.
Mm-hmm.
So, Thoughtful Thursday. World Rock, Paper, Scissors. Have you ever made this is just putting you on the spot, have you ever made a decision because or using rock, paper, scissors?
Well, I think years ago we all decided dinner on that.
That's what I...
Yeah. Do you want fish sticks or chicken nuggets? Well, here we go.
Here we go. What are we going to do here?
Right.
Yeah, chicken nuggets always win, right? Or the fish fillet, right?
Could be.
Yeah, either one. Yeah. It is funny, though, because, rock, paper, scissors, I'm sure there's a lot of decisions made on that. Big decisions. Yeah. So, and I get confused because I think like paper covers rock. I can't remember how
You're
it goes.
right, I can't remember.
So it's like,
I'd lose now.
yeah, I would too. Yeah. And then after so long, if we keep playing, then I just want to lose. I'm done.
Yeah.
For that reason, I'm out. You know what I mean?
For that
Okay.
reason.
Okay. You know, you won.
Yeah.
Okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
But big decisions made on rock, paper, scissors. So, and I don't know that it's used as much as it used to be. You know.
You know, it may not be. That may be a fad that's going away.
Right. Sad but true. Sad but true. All right, let's talk about some things we got going on in our community. We've got some new stuff, I guess, repairs and fixing up and a lot going on. So where are we at with all of this?
Well, you know, there is a lot in motion, as we've said many times, and you and I have had a couple conflicts last few weeks, so we haven't been able to regroup and chat. But so there are some things of visual note, new visual, you might say, and as we've talked about the phased approach of how we are addressing and fixing Main Street, you know, phase 1, phase 2, and now on to phase 3. And so there are some new orange barrels in different locations, and that's not a surprise. We announced that as a reminder. We've always touted there was more coming in those phases, but as a reminder, a few weeks ago, and so there is some waterline prep in that corridor now, and that crew. Copper Ridge is the contractor doing that, and they have been very diligent to get started and start their process of a quick, albeit that's what we want, timeline on that work. And it is just as important as the others. Becky, as you well know, we've said this many times together, that it is so important to get everything under the asphalt correct and do it right. We don't want to go back in 3 or 4 years and find we should have done X, Y, or Z. Let's do it now, and that's what we're doing. It's certainly part of the process. So there is some new installation going in, upsizing, of course, rerouting to a more efficiency, all those things that make sense, in the addition of new hydrants, new valves, just things that all go with that infrastructure, and how do we upgrade and benefit from this process. Again, generational projects. You know, these are things that have been in the ground 50, 60, 70 years by chance. Let's do it. Let's do it right. Let's address everything as we go. There is so much underground that we don't think about on a daily basis, and those are part of our lives. We rely on those services and those utilities. We rely on then good roads on top of it. So it does go hand in hand. I will be the first to say and agree. Yeah, I get tired of seeing an orange barrel myself. So I'm not discounting that, but it is the end result, and that's what we all want. Let's see what we get, and I think the first 2 phases have proved, boy, when we're done, it really looks good. We really got something to be proud of. Hey, and we've done something good in a vertical sense. That there's a lot of things under this pavement that were fixed. There's a lot of things beside it, the sidewalks, the curbs, the gutters, the drainage. You know, everything gets addressed. So good project. So today, that's what you see in the South Main corridor. Is some waterline work. There's going to be a little bit of wastewater repairs, diversions, and new pipe there, but very little. It's mostly just the water line. And stormwater, same way. We got to do some additions there. So all this comes into play with the road project and its final look. So there is a construction limit, if you will, from the south end of the bridge to Becks Mill Road. So it's a little bit of a longer corridor, but it actually is a little bit less work in some of the areas. Have already had some upgrades that are appropriate to keep. So when we talk about a full-scale lane or duration of that distance, no, it actually should go fairly quick or quicker than by chance the phase 2, because of some of it being done and the fact there's just a lot more area to work. It's not such a tight, confined area, you know, as our downtown area is, and you know, so you have a little more elbow room, got a little more room spread out. There's a little more dirt to work in, so that's going to help, I do believe. And hey, all things considered, weather does dictate some days, and so Your forecast looks pretty good for the next week, so they're going to keep trucking right along.
Right. It is amazing. Yeah, they have been, and you go back from the different, and you've been very transparent as far as telling like the different phases. We're going to do this, and then we're going to do this, and even starting a little while ago, a long while ago on North Main Street, and then continuing on. I mean, we've known this project, and so it's been you've taken baby steps on it. But I think that that's important, and for those that have heard it before, it's always nice to be reminded, or for those that haven't, all of the lines underneath, sometimes we forget about that. We drive these roads, we don't realize, from the water to the sewage to all of the different lines that are underneath the asphalt.
Sure.
And it would be horrible to lay down the asphalt and then have to tear it back up to fix lines. So hopefully, and done, it's done right. I mean, and I think anybody in building knows that sometimes it's not always the pretty part, until the very end.
There you go.
You have to kind of like even like cleaning house. How you bring all the furniture out. You know what I mean? And that's usually when somebody comes over. I'm in the middle of cleaning behind the couch or the chairs. Doing all that. You have to before, and then you put it back, and it'll be even better because, like you said, the sidewalks. And I hope you've heard, because I know I've heard a lot of compliments on how beautiful everything looks, and those lights are just absolutely beautiful. And I hope we take care of them as a community, because I think they're a beautiful asset, and I think that they add a lot to the main street there. And
I do too, and I appreciate hearing that. And it's our community, it's our city. My goodness, we should have things of this nature. We should strive to improve and fix and repair, and then ultimately have a very attractive street.
Yeah.
And hey, it's Main Street.
Yeah.
Let's not forget it's Main Street. So
Absolutely.
let's make it our main focus and do it right.
Well, and I think you do it right, and then another 60 years or whatever, then it can be someone else's problem.
You got it.
Someone else can fix this, you know what I mean?
And here's the thing, and I may be wrong, I'll be the first to say this could be a stretch, but in 60 years, when we're in our hovercrafts, it may not matter.
That's exactly right. That is true. You're right about that. Boy, that would be, that's true. You're right.
Self-flying cars.
Yeah, there we go. Wouldn't that be fun, though?
Well,
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Time will tell. But, I think that as far as like the sidewalks too, and I always talk about this, but I went to that we had a meeting, it's been years ago, but it was talking about like communities, and when you come into a community, having sidewalks that that you can actually walk on, that the public, the residents can walk on these sidewalks, can walk wherever they want to walk, and have nice sidewalks, and that's so valuable. And it's so important, and it actually, your community will get graded higher for those sidewalks. And I remember we got graded. I can't remember what it was, but I remember that was before some of the sidewalks were fixed. And now, let's come back and grade us now when we get all when we get all this done.
You're spot on. Walkability is a very important term to understand in many areas, and quality of health. When you talk about initiatives that, okay, what can families do together?
Yeah.
What can you do outside of your chair, your house, your
Absolutely.
living room, and just those 10-minute walks, half-hour walks, what have you, whatever you're comfortable with, and that is very important. And that connectivity it is also part of walkability. Where can you go?
Yeah.
And so what does it connect to? And so the more sidewalks you build, I know it's a cliche, if you build it, they'll come sort of thing, but yes, the more sidewalks you build, and you are connecting more destinations together, and that gives that option.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, you do have this presence of, okay, this is a community that you can do that in.
Yeah.
You don't have to rely on a mode of transportation, car, bus, bicycle, anything.
Right.
Now you just walk.
Yeah, get out and walk.
Doesn't mean you have to, but anyways, certainly it does give that option, and there's a lot of science behind, the health benefits. Obviously, we won't discount that.
Yeah.
But there's also that, what does it mean, for a young family or an avid jogger or a weekend enthusiast? I want to walk across town.
Absolutely.
And it really does resonate, and it's important. So not only repairing as we go and trying to find upgrades, but when we actually add a sidewalk to an area, that is big.
It is big, and it means a lot, and we've seen that. Look at all the walking trail and all that area over there. There's a lot of nice sidewalks and some new sidewalks, and it connects, and that makes it really nice. And I love to see individuals, I love to see families out walking, out moving, and this time of weather, gorgeous, you know what I mean?
Right.
Beautiful, so...
morning or evening.
Yeah, morning or evening, you know what I mean? And if you're a thrill seeker and you want to do it in the heat of the day, you go right ahead. You can have that option.
You could. You certainly could.
So I think it's so cheering it on. Can't wait. And I know it's hard to say, and anybody has ever done any kind of construction, but are we kind of like a ballpark figure, maybe when it might be getting a bow put on it and done?
Well, there are some timelines.
Yeah.
You're right. So when we go back to this phase 3, this is the infancy. Sorry, but
right.
It's the start.
Sure.
And so by December this year, it will be more time to do the bid letting, and so actual construction then will be reviewed with those bids and a notice to proceed. Those are going to be very early spring timetables, and then you'll have the construction of that then the following summer. So to put a bow in, say done, I would be premature, but this is, I guess, my forecast and goal, all things considered, and no surprises, no hurdles. That should be a September next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. It's kind of good to know, just kind of a ballpark figure. But I think that's true, and I think you really need to. Everyone needs to remember that you never know what you're going to get into. You know what I mean? I've been on construction sites when, anybody, if you watch those the home shows where they build homes, all of a sudden, they're, thinking this, and then all of a sudden there's a surprise, So I think in any time in construction, and like we said, some of these lines are like 75 years old or old lines.
Right.
So so who knew, that's might come up on something like that too that might take longer, And I'm sure getting all of that stuff in too, you have to wait for the shipments to get in. You have to wait for all that, so it's a process. But it has been where everybody's been flowing. Traffic has been flowing. That's a thing.
And that's always been a just not only a goal, but a mandate, if you will. Hey, we cannot shut the lane of travel to where we can't get through. Now, certainly, the prior rail bed was an exception, and we knew that at some point that was going to be just really tough. But we got through that, and thank goodness we have High Street. It does work very well in a parallel road. High Street was the saving grace, if you will. Let's just go a block over, and we'll still navigate. But keeping all the lanes open, albeit some lane diversion, maybe a flagger, but the road's not closed, and everybody has access, and that's key here. We wanted to be sure that was followed with all 3 phases, and it has been. So
I think in a rural area, like, we are not used to sitting in traffic.
Well, true.
Right? We're used to just the flow.
Little impatient.
Yeah, because, I heard someone, say, and they are more south, in the city, and they were like, don't even, they were laughing, don't even talk to us about sitting in traffic, you know what I mean? Because they sit for a long time in traffic,
Every day.
Yeah, every day, we were talking about that, even commuting, if you needed to use the restroom, what do? You know what I mean? There's really not much options there. And we were talking about how here we're just not, we get maybe a little bit bothered if we're just a couple minutes. Right? You know what I mean?
So true.
Yeah.
So true.
And it really, it's nothing, compared to, So, well, I'm so glad that we got to actually, because we knew that the next phase was coming on, but I don't know we had gone really too far into it. So
you bet.
All right, everyone, stay tuned for
Yeah.
it. Yeah, so it's going to be good. It's going to be done, and everybody's going to be so thankful for it.
Right.
And I, the bridge right in front of Arby's. Remember that one too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that. And there's been a lot of areas that we've done a lot of repairs that have turned out wonderful. After the fact.
After the fact, and that is where you got to think about it. And I know we've all said that, but when it's done.
Yeah. And it won't be much longer. So
right.
Hang in there, baby. Hang in there, baby. Right. Let's say it. Trust the process. Right.
That's right.
It's coming. All right. I'm going to switch gears for just a little bit. I appreciate those updates, and of course, I guess Celinda's still looking beautiful.
Right.
People out fishing,
and hiking, and canoeing.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yes,
all the
a lot
above.
of that.
Yeah.
And what beautiful weather to do it. Yeah. So a lot of that's being utilized quite a bit.
Yep. And still more to come. That is a work in progress. With the understatement there being, it is a slow conversion, but that was always by design or the necessity. Either way you want to look at it. We're going at our pace of funds that come available, and so that is certainly a slower project, but that's again by design. And so but yes, a lot to do out there today, so please, if you look for something this weekend, go stretch your legs, go take a sack lunch, what have you.
And that hiking is so much fun there. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So I encourage everyone to get out to Lake Celinda and enjoy and do some walking around and enjoy, and family time, like you said, bring a picnic, have some fun. So that's going great. We also have Riley's Park up there.
Oh, sure.
Doing great things and a lot of fun, and hopefully everyone utilizing that. Just reminding that sometimes, I saw someone the other day and I was telling that that we were at Riley's Park and they were like, we forgot about that, and I'm like, don't forget about that.
Sometimes what's in our backyard.
I know. So utilize that and get out and enjoy. So exciting time. All right, I'm going to switch gears again. This is talking about, these are, sometimes it's like, okay, I know we talked earlier about Dolly Parton passing away, but sometimes it's like some of the older celebrities that we forget, are they still alive? Do you ever do,
Exactly.
Did that one pass and I forgot, or didn't, Well, here are some of the older celebrities who must be protected at all costs, they're saying, okay? So protect these people. They're still alive, okay? Jane Fonda, she's 88 and will be 89 in December.
Oh, okay.
Wow. And now she was the one that really encouraged Dolly to be on 9 to 5.
Oh, sure. That makes sense. Okay.
Yes. And a little fun fact, they're wanting to make 9/25, which would be 9/25 day, Dolly Parton Day.
I see.
You know how Star Wars has
Sure.
May the 4th? Okay. Well, this would be 9/25, which would be 9/25.
Interesting.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Kinda
Coming
cool.
up.
Yeah. We'll see if it happens, all right? Yeah. Okay, so Jane Fonda's 88, okay? Julie Andrews, sorry. Remember, the hills are alive. Did you want to sing some of that?
No.
You didn't.
No, go ahead.
Want to? Wasn't that our morning song? The hills are alive. She is 90.
Okay.
She'll be 91 in October. Wow. Oh, here we go. Carol Burnett. She is 93. Now what I love is a lot of these personalities are fun personalities.
Sure.
So maybe there's a connection there to life, right?
Yeah.
Having some fun, being a little lighter sometimes, right? Okay. Morgan Freeman is 89. Oh, this is cool. Dick Van Dyke.
Yep.
Love Dick Van Dyke.
Now he's turned 100?
Yeah, he's 100.
Yeah.
He'll be 101 in December.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah. Let's see here. William Shatner. Have you seen the commercial where he's on a car and it's Shatner on a car?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh, I'll have to find that one.
Yeah. Guess how old? He's going to be 95.
Okay, I would not have thought that.
No, and he is sharp as I got to meet him, and I've actually met him a couple times, but the first time he wanted to know what my station, and I said WSLM.
That's right, you told
and
me
remember,
this.
it was seconds. I mean, Mayor, I'm telling you, to pull out William Shatner Loves Music.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just seconds. His mind is on it. He's 95. And I do love to watch him. He rides horses, too. And I love to watch him with the horses. Oh, love to watch that. Shirley MacLaine is 92.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. And Shirley MacLaine, what was the movie that she played with Dolly Parton in? Still Magnolia.
Oh, is that okay.
Still Magnolia,
Okay.
I do believe. Okay. Lily Tomlin, she's 86 and will be 87 this Tuesday, September the 1st. Okay. Marla Gibbs is 95. Okay. Mel Brooks is 100.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Sophia Loren is 91, will be 92 next month. William Daniels and his wife Bonnie Bartlett, he's 99 and she's 97. That's pretty cool. Well, these are some older celebrities that, like, sometimes you're like, are they still with us? And anyway, but they're saying protect them for sure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So one more thing too that a lot of people have asked about Dolly Parton, like how is it going to go? Like her, her reading, the
Imagination Library.
Yes, that. How's she going to do Dollywood? How's she going to do? Well, Dolly Parton left behind a roadmap of planned projects for her team. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. She's a true businesswoman. She spent the past several years working with a hand-picked team to create a roadmap of projects that she wanted to see through even after she's gone. Her longtime manager said, quote, Dolly worked up until the day she passed. She loved seeing her dreams come to life and loved knowing her work brought people joy. Many projects were in various stages of development. If you've seen her unreleased music projects, books, experiences, and campaigns launched through officially the Dolly Parton channel, you can have confidence in knowing that she has placed her personal stamp on it. So here's what is coming in the coming months. Remember she came out with the Tennessee travel stops?
Oh, yeah.
That was one of her last, or her big. Remember, she was so funny. I think we talked about that when she did her press conference. She talked about we're not a beaver, or remember she was.
Yeah, gosh, how.
Yeah, it was really cute how she said that, right?
Yeah.
Or no, leave it to the beaver, or we're down
Let
on
them.
Yeah, something like that, or something. It was funny, yeah. And then, she had some really cute things she was saying about that. Well, anyway, so that travel stop will celebrate National Truck Driver Appreciation Week beginning September the 13th. Her Song Teller Hotel and Dolly's Lifelong Many Color Museum will have their grand opening on September the 29th in Nashville. Dolly Dolls will be available online September the 15th. Dolly's Cup of Ambition Coffee will launch online September the 29th and will hit stores in the spring. Dolly on the Holly is coming out this season. It's unclear what it is, but maybe a version of Elf on the Shelf. That's cute.
Okay.
The Broadway production Dolly, a true original musical, will move forward as planned. Previews start in December. Opening night is January the 19th, which would have been Dolly's 81st birthday. Yeah, very good, yeah. There's a 9 to 5 jewelry collection with Kendra Scott coming out in January. Dolly's dog treats are expected. She even remembered Fido. Dolly's dog treats are expected to come out in early next year. And there's also a bedding home decoration collection expected next summer. But wait, there's still more. She's already tested that a new Dolly Avatar show in the works. There's also a musical documentary and a script series will be out too.
Wow.
So onward ho she goes. You talk about an inspiration. You talk about a get up and get moving and do, right?
Yeah.
What a wonderful role model on that, right? Yeah, I think that's, yeah. All right. Okay. So anyway, on Dolly, that's good news. So we'll see, and we'll just wait. Looks like September's going to be a busy month. A lot going on. Yeah. All right. So going to someone's house. Okay. What are some things, the rude things that you can do at someone else's house?
Oh.
Okay.
Let's quantify. You mean get a free pass? And
yeah.
You can do this? Oh my.
I don't know. Trying to drink coffee. Mayor, I had a little bit of I had a root canal the other day, and so my sorry about all of this swelling over here.
No.
Yeah. Have you ever had one?
No.
I just want to say they're not as bad as everybody. You know, you always hear, I'd rather have a root canal than do this.
Yeah.
They get a bad rap. They're not bad.
Okay.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Just a little bit of afterward.
A little tender.
A little bit trying to get your mouth under control here. Okay. Here's all right, here are some things that manners and I know, Mayor, you were raised with manners because I know your mom and your dad.
Right.
And I know that Mom and Dad were very making sure that that you knew right from wrong.
Correct. Should yeah.
Yes.
Follow the straight and narrow.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. Well, here's the manners expert. My mom was huge on manners. Okay. And I feel like now it's kind of like not as impressed or maybe not as talked about as used to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we were talking the other day about like just like your elbows on the table, just like manners, like things that, you know, how you put your napkin, things you just, you know, in everything we do, right?
True.
Well, when someone makes theirself at home, they do not mean literally. According to a study, here are some things that people do that are a little rude at people's home. Number one, touching and moving things.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, he's touching and moving.
Yeah. This would look better over here.
Yeah.
I didn't ask.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay, number two, expecting a tour. If your guest wants to show you every room, they will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I'm one of those. I will have a tendency. I love to see.
Oh, okay.
House.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I guess, you know, I mean, do we get a tour? I don't know. Maybe I am.
What's down this hall?
Yeah. I know. That's maybe bad. But sometimes people actually like to show their house off.
True.
Sometimes they'll say it.
Right.
Do you want a tour?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do.
Certainly, that's true.
Thought you'd never ask.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I want to touch and move your things.
Yeah.
All right. Number three, overstaying your welcome.
Yeah.
If you look around and see a lot of yawning, it's time to go. Yeah. That's always a touchy one, you know, like when to go and when not to go. I think you can kind of read their body language, you know what I mean? Like when they
Probably,
start,
yeah.
I'm getting tired, it's about time for bed, and then you kind of know
Mm-hmm.
time to go,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yeah. Number four, hiding a mess. Like you accidentally spilled a drink on their carpet.
Oh. That's bad.
That's bad. Now that would be rude, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you spilt it, it happens.
Yeah.
Right? But clean it up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or let them know.
Well, there,
You know?
yeah.
Because if it's a special kind of carpet, they might have a special kind of carpet cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or a fabric on a couch or
Mm-hmm.
something, you know? Or a chair. Hiding a mess. No.
Yeah.
That's not
good.
No. So actually the other day we were flying and, you know, that little pouch in, you know, like, okay, when you're flying and you're sitting down, there's like a little pouch.
Oh, on the seat back.
On the seat, sorry. Yeah, seat back.
Yeah, okay,
using
sure.
my words.
Sure.
Thank you. Fill in the blanks. I feel like, you see my hand
Yeah,
movement here. That little, yeah. Anyway, and someone had put like wrappers and like Nutella stuff, you know what I mean, and didn't clean up. And I'm like, come on, people, you know, nobody wants to pick up after you like that, you know. Anyway, okay, so overstaying your welcome, hiding a mess. Okay, number 5, snooping. Oh, I think that's absolutely rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Snooping, yeah, that's not good. Okay. Number 6, bringing an uninvited +1.
Oh, I wouldn't have thought that had been a no-no, but maybe.
Yeah. Well, he, came with me. And
Yeah. I guess if you're doing food, that could be a problem.
Yeah. Or if they don't know that person, they might be
Maybe
a little bit hesitant
yeah.
about, if
True.
depends on if that person, I guess how that person approaches, I guess maybe, I don't know, right? Okay, number 7, waiting to share your dietary restrictions until you sit down to eat.
Oh, yeah.
These are, for those who don't, the rudest things you can do to someone else's house. I agree. If you have some restrictions, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that is something, because especially, when you're preparing, the food, you want to make sure you can accommodate everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, feeding their dog without asking them.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's bad. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, and I've been that person, so I've been rude, like where I've I love dogs, so I might have slipped something to the dog, and they're like, "Oh, we don't give them food." I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry,"
Mm-hmm. Whoops.
Yeah.
He's not going to give it back.
It's gone now.
that steak bone is gone.
Yeah, I have been that person before,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not now. I mean, I'm doing better. But in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. Okay, number 9, disrespecting the shoe rules.
Yeah, shoes on, shoes off.
Oh, that's a hard one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried that for a second, like everyone taking their shoes off, but I couldn't stop people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do you have the shoe rule?
I don't, but I also try not to, I'm mindful. I don't want to track something in either.
Yeah.
If I'm a guest.
Exactly. Remember, like during COVID and all this stuff that we've learned, everything,
Yeah.
they always say that, the shoes bring so much stuff in,
Right.
Yeah. But,
Yeah,
that's a hard one. And
It
it's
is.
hard to get people to not do it.
Yeah, there's a great episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm where Larry does not subscribe to taking off his shoes.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, it's a good episode. It's a little salty at the end, but yeah.
Yeah.
Prime example. I think his reason is because his feet get cold.
Oh, that's funny. That's very funny. Yeah. Now, I was at someone's house that they had you take your shoes off, and then they gave you house slippers to put on.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, but that might get
I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah. So they were fresh house slippers. I mean, they were in a bag.
Mm.
So, like, they were new house slippers.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So everybody got this new house slippers. So, okay. Number 10, showing up empty-handed.
Yeah, but I don't know what are you supposed to bring? How do you handle that?
Yeah. I don't ever, like, if I'm hosting and someone shows up empty-handed, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Like, I do believe years ago, because, like, my mom, we would always, or just, like, maybe someone would bring flowers or bring, like,
Okay.
bring something to the hostess, something or something. But I don't feel like I know on my home, if somebody showed up empty-handed, if you showed up empty-handed with your shoes on and a +1, I would not worry. And if you,
right.
that's fine. You know what I mean? I'm not, that's not
okay.
anything, I wouldn't even, like, clock that. It wouldn't even come to my mind.
No.
I wouldn't even think a thing about it, right? But now the only reason that if you brought a +1 and I was doing, like, if it was Christmas and I was doing gifts and I didn't have a gift for that person,
True.
now that would be I might be a little salty on that. You know what I mean? I might try to run to the prize closet, find something.
Right.
You might get something really weird, but
Yeah.
I don't want anybody leaving without.
Good point. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I can see that, but like just a normal meal or just coming
Right.
over or whatever, I don't care. Yeah. So empty-handed, that's fine. But I do believe that's kind of some of these are a little bit older that I feel like that now the tradition has changed.
Kind of fell off.
Right.
True.
Yeah. All right. So also, I guess they're like the hunt for the next James Bond continues. Do you like James Bond?
I do.
I do too.
Yep.
Bond.
Right.
James Bond.
Right.
Remember all of his gadgets that he had?
Right.
Like we were talking about that. In I think it's in D.C. I think it was D.C. or was it New York? I can't remember. Maybe it was New York. They have got a museum of like spy stuff.
Oh, really?
The real spies have used. It's like really cool.
Huh.
Well, and I love to see what James Bond has. James Bond. Well, continues. So they're trying to find some candidates for who would play him. Right? Do you have anybody in mind?
Gosh, no. And I thought that, and this shows where I'm behind. I thought they had landed on an actor, but maybe that was a year or so ago. I guess not.
Well, here we go. Jack Barton from Poor Things and Netflix's Heartstopper. I don't know who he is.
I don't either.
Jacob Elordi from Frankenstein. Okay. I don't know these guys either. Paul Mescal from Gladiator 2. Okay. Callum Turner, The Fantastic Beast and Where to Find Them. Jack Lowden, Slow Horses. He was also in Pride and Prejudice. Harrison Dickerson, Baby Girl, and The Iron Claw. Barton said to be the front runner, he's probably the least well known. Then again, looks like 4 of the other, Timothy Dalton, Daniel Craig, George, I guess they even, wait, hang on, previous or relatives. Yeah. Then again, 4 of the previous Bonds were relatives unknowns, and they were cast, and that was Timothy Dalton, Daniel Craig, and Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite Bond?
Sean Connery.
I knew that. Yeah.
They've all been okay to a point, but yeah, I think he was probably the best.
And they said that most of the Bonds are from Britain.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's kind of, you got to have that, right?
Probably.
I think that's something that you would have to have that. So, who do you have? Anybody you think would be a good James Bond?
I don't. No.
I'm not. As we're thinking today, remember today is thinking day.
Thinking, yeah.
So if you have a moment, you and me, we
write
need
that
to.
Down.
You're right.
Yeah, make a note.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Billy Joel was on his 2-rock band called back in 1969 to 1970. They only made 1 album, and it's multiple list of the worst rock albums of all time. So, Mayor's got to go. Mayor, have a beautiful day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great day.
You too.
Here's another couple of fun facts for Thursday. Blu-ray's debut in 2006, meaning that the format is now 20 years old. By comparison, the DVD debuted in 1997 and was the premier format for less than 10 years. All right, one more thing, actually 2 more things. Cats are the serial killers of the animal world. They're responsible for killing at least 33 species of birds, mammals, and reptiles. Okay, all right, never looked at it that way. And also, the first CD that was made and sold in the USA was Bruce Springsteen, born in the USA back in 1984. A little fun facts for Thursday. All right, we are getting out of here. I want to thank you for tuning in this morning. Thanks for the mayor. He had to run, and he had things going on that he had to go take care of. So I want to thank him for coming in this morning. And I'd like to thank our sponsors, Meadowview Healthcare Center, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rosa's Restaurant, Fox Purley Wealth Management, Mosier Family Chiropractic Center, and Holiday World, Skyline Suites, Sneck Medical Hospital, and Temple and Temple. All right, everyone, let's have the best Thursday ever. Thank you.
The backpacks are packed, the yellow buses are hitting the roads, and the Friday night lights are about to shine across Washington County. Getting the kids to school, hauling gear to practice, and making it to the tailgate on time requires a ride you can count on. That's where John Jones Auto Group comes in. And right now they're kicking off the fall season with massive August savings. Drive home a new 2026 Chevy Equinox, Chevy Trax, or select Jeep Wranglers with 0% APR for 36 months. Looking for longer terms? Ask about 0% APR for 60 months, with deferred payments for 90 days on select vehicles. Also, head over to the service center for these great August deals. Through the end of the month, they are offering Visa gift card rebates on AC Delco and GM genuine parts, like brake pads and rotors, batteries and filters, and wiper blades. Upgrade your back-to-school ride and lock in these August incentives today. Visit John Jones Auto Group in Salem, Scottsburg, Greenville, and Corydon, or check out their full lineup online. John Jones Auto Group isn't just about selling cars, they're about supporting the community that drives them. That's why they are proud sponsors of local high school football broadcasts right here on WSLM. They're cheering on our hometown teams every step of the way. Great cars, great prices, and proud supporters of high school football. John Jones Auto Group. You see so many because they paid so little.
Summer road trips can be hard on your back. Sitting for extended periods places stress on spinal disc and muscles, often leading to stiffness and discomfort. Take breaks every 1 to 2 hours, stretch, stay hydrated, and maintain good posture while driving. Chiropractic adjustments and massage therapy can help relieve tension that builds during travel and keeps you comfortable throughout your vacation adventures. Visit Moser Family Chiropractic at 1110 West Mulberry Street in Salem, Indiana, or call us at 812-883-9779 to schedule your appointment today.
The backpacks are packed, the yellow buses are hitting the roads, and the Friday night lights are about to shine across Washington County. Getting the kids to school, hauling gear to practice, and making it to the tailgate on time requires a ride you can count on. That's where John Jones Auto Group comes in. And right now they're kicking off the fall season with massive August savings. Drive home a new 2026 Chevy Equinox, Chevy Trax, or select Jeep Wranglers with 0% APR for 36 months. Looking for longer terms? Ask about 0% APR for 60 months, with deferred payments for 90 days on select vehicles. Also, head over to the service center for these great August deals. Through the end of the month, they are offering Visa gift card rebates on AC Delco and GM genuine parts, like brake pads and rotors, batteries and filters, and wiper blades. Upgrade your back-to-school ride and lock in these August incentives today. Visit John Jones Auto Group in Salem, Scottsburg, Greenville, and Corydon, or check out their full lineup online. John Jones Auto Group. Great cars, great prices, and proud supporters of high school football. John Jones Auto Group. You see so many because they paid so little.
Are you looking for a senior living community that actually feels like home? Well, welcome to Skyline Suites in Salem. With only 12 private units, we aren't an institution, we're a family. Enjoy quiet country living with the peace of mind of 24-hour attentive care, private patios, salon services, and delicious meals. Maintain your independence in a safe, upscale environment. Call Ryan Buchanan today at 812-320-3761 to ask some questions or schedule a tour. That's 812-320-3761. Skyline Suites, where family takes care of family.
Are you tired of heartburn controlling your life? At the Heartburn Center at Schneck Surgical Associates, relief is already here. Our experienced surgeons provide advanced, minimally invasive treatment options, personalized to your needs. Imagine enjoying your favorite foods again, waking up without that burning sensation, living without constant discomfort. That's what patients are finding at the Heartburn Center. Don't let heartburn hold you back. Visit schneckmed.org to learn more about the Heartburn Center at Schneck